Something out of Harry Potter, an invisibility cloak that makes people and objects disappear from view, able to hide in plain sight. They announced this week that they are a step closer to creating a real invisibility cloak.
What if invisibility was no longer just science fiction? We've all seen it in movies, from the wizardry of Harry Potter to the high-tech gadgetry of James Bond. But what if invisibility could jump off the big screen and into real life? Believe it or not, that's exactly what's happening. NASA and some of the biggest tech companies around the world are working on technology that could change the way we see, or rather, don't see, things on the battlefield.
Here's a question for you. What weapons can fly at more than 5 times the speed of sound and are virtually undetectable? Welcome to the world of hypersonic missiles.
We're talking about invisibility cloaks, supersonic jets, and gadgets straight out of science fiction that could redefine how wars are fought. Number 1. The invisibility cloak. The dream of invisibility, often seen in movies like Harry Potter and other futuristic films, is no longer just a fantasy. Canadian companies have created advanced cloaks made from special materials that can bend light around an object, making it nearly invisible to the human eye. This amazing technology uses nanotechnology and special materials to guide light so that it completely avoids the object. What you get is the mind-blowing effect of seeing nothing at all. But it doesn't stop there. These cloaks aren't just stuck with one look. They can change in real time to match their surroundings. Using sensors, tiny computers, and flexible screens, the cloak can analyze its environment and adapt, making whatever it covers almost impossible to detect. Think about the strategic advantages this could bring to the military. Soldiers, vehicles, or even whole bases could vanish, giving a huge edge in stealth and tactical operations. For intelligence work or combat missions, this technology could be a real game changer, making enemies think twice before taking action. Number 2. NASA's supersonic X-59. NASA's X-59 aircraft might be ending the era of loud, disruptive sonic booms. Imagine a plane that can fly faster than the speed of sound, without the deafening noise that stops supersonic travel in its tracks. That's the goal of NASA's X-59 QuiSST, part of their low-boom flight demonstration program. Supersonic jets like the Concorde were engineering marvels, but they had one big problem: the sonic boom. This loud, thunder-like sound happens when planes break the sound barrier, and it was so disruptive that supersonic flights were banned over cities. But the X-59 is changing all that with its smart new design. Instead of a loud boom, the X-59 creates a soft sonic thump that is barely noticeable on the ground. This opens up the possibility of supersonic planes flying over land at incredible speeds without causing noise pollution. And it's not just passenger travel that could benefit from this breakthrough. Number 3. The X-37B Orbital Test Vehicle. Space isn't just the final frontier. It's now a new battleground, and the X-37B Orbital Test Vehicle is leading the charge. Originally developed by NASA for civilian use, the X-37B was handed over to the military and has become a major player in space operations. This small, unmanned spacecraft looks like a mini space shuttle and is packed with advanced tech. It's only 29 feet long, but it can stay in orbit for long missions. The longest one lasted an incredible 908 days. Unlike most spacecraft, it can land on a runway all by itself, making it reusable and efficient. What exactly the X-37B does up there is mostly a secret, but its potential for military and spy missions is huge. It can perform tasks like satellite repair, surveillance, or carrying out secret experiments, all while staying in space for months. As space becomes more important in defense, the X-37B is at the cutting edge. Number 4. Fly-by-wire technology. Fly-by-wire technology has completely changed the world of military aviation. Instead of using old-fashioned mechanical controls, fly-by-wire or FBW uses electronic signals to control the plane. This big jump in technology has made aircraft more precise, agile, and safe. No surprise then that the US military has fully adopted FBW in its modern combat planes. The origins of FBW go back to NASA's Apollo program in the 1960s, where early versions were used to help control the lunar module. But its first major use in military aircraft was with the F-16 Fighting Falcon in the 1970s. The F-16 was the first production aircraft to rely completely on FBW systems, allowing pilots to perform advanced aerial maneuvers and have better control of the plane. FBW makes planes more maneuverable, lets pilots react faster, and improves safety, making it a key technology in today's fighter jets. Number 5. Tactical Network, JADC2. In today's digital battlefield, real-time communication across land, sea, air, space, and cyberspace is essential for winning military operations. The Joint All-Domain Command and Control, or JADC2 initiative, is leading this technological shift. Its goal is to connect all military communication systems into one smooth network. JADC2 allows the different branches of the US military and even allied forces to instantly share information across different areas. This network uses advanced cloud computing, artificial intelligence, and machine learning to quickly process massive amounts of data. The result? Faster decisions and more effective actions against threats. By combining data from satellites, spy planes, and ground sensors, JADC2 gives commanders a complete view of the battlefield like never before. Bringing together information from many sources helps create a clearer picture of the situation, making military operations more precise and powerful. Number 6. Draco, nuclear-powered space rockets. The demonstration rocket for agile cislunar operations, or Draco, is a huge step forward in space travel and defense. Led by DARPA, Draco aims to boost US abilities in cislunar space, the area between Earth and the Moon. This project is all about pushing the limits of space exploration and military readiness. The key to Draco is its nuclear thermal propulsion system, or NTP. Unlike traditional rockets that burn chemicals, Draco uses a nuclear reactor to heat hydrogen fuel, creating thrust in a much more efficient way. This means spacecraft can travel faster and use less fuel, making long-distance space missions a lot more practical. Number 7. The Strategic Defense Initiative. Back in 1983, President Ronald Reagan introduced a defense program that would shake up the Cold War, the Strategic Defense Initiative, or SDI. Often called Star Wars by its critics, SDI aimed to protect the United States from nuclear missile attacks, mainly from the Soviet Union. Instead of just relying on the threat of mutually assured destruction, SDI looked towards a future where incoming missiles could be intercepted and destroyed before they reached their targets. One of the most futuristic ideas of SDI was to put high-powered lasers in space. These lasers, fueled by nuclear or solar power, would shoot down enemy missiles as they were launched. It was a concept that felt straight out of a sci-fi movie. Another proposed technology was the use of kinetic energy interceptors, which would destroy missiles by directly hitting them, a method known as hit-to-kill. Although the full SDI program never came to life, its influence can still be seen today. Number 8. Counter-drone technology. Drones have become a huge part of our world, moving beyond just military use to being available for business, fun, and unfortunately, even for criminal activities. With so many drones in the air, there's a growing need for counter-drone technology to keep us safe. Drones are used for many things, like surveillance, delivering packages, and in some cases, even in terrorist attacks. To tackle this, counter-drone systems have been developed to detect, track, and take down drone threats. Military forces around the globe are using these systems, which include radar, thermal imaging, and AI, to spot and identify drones. Advanced radar systems are especially good at picking up small drones that are hard to see on radar, and AI helps tell the difference between drones, birds, and other flying objects. Number 9. A fully robotic army. The future of war is becoming more and more automated, and the US military is moving closer to creating a fully robotic army. This shift to automation could change combat forever, making it faster, safer, and more efficient. But it also brings up big questions about ethics and strategy that need careful thought. Right now, the US military already uses various robots for tasks like surveillance, scouting, carrying supplies, and helping in combat. Drones, or UAVs, are already common in military operations. Ground robots are used for dangerous jobs like bomb disposal or scouting enemy areas. While these machines are still controlled by humans, new advances in AI and machine learning are pushing them toward doing more on their own. One of the most significant steps forward is the creation of armed robotic systems. Recently, a robotic dog equipped with a sniper rifle was introduced, combining agility, precision, and firepower. These autonomous machines might soon be taking on key combat roles, ushering in a whole new era of warfare. Number 10. Hypersonic attack cruise missiles. The rise of hypersonic attack cruise missiles, or HACMs, is changing the game in military technology. These missiles are built to travel at speeds over Mach 5, which is more than 5 times the speed of sound, making them extremely hard to detect and even tougher to intercept. Unlike traditional ballistic missiles that follow a straight and predictable path, hypersonic missiles fly within the Earth's atmosphere and can change direction mid-flight, making them a nightmare for current defense systems. The US military is working on several projects to take advantage of this new technology. Two of the most notable ones are the Air-Launched Rapid Response Weapon, or ARRW, and the Conventional Prompt Strike, or CPS program. ARRW is an air-launched missile designed to strike targets in just minutes, while CPS is a sea-based system aimed at delivering rapid, precise attacks on important targets. Number 11. Columbia-class submarine. The Columbia-class submarine is set to reshape the future of undersea warfare for the US Navy. Built to replace the aging Ohio-class, the Columbia-class represents the next generation of nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarines, or SSBNs, and will play a key role in America's nuclear defense strategy. One of the most impressive features of the Columbia-class is its advanced stealth technology. The submarine will have a special design that helps it move more quietly through the water, along with noise-dampening materials that make it almost impossible to detect in the ocean. It also uses an electric drive propulsion system, which is quieter than traditional submarine engines, adding another layer of stealth. Each Columbia-class submarine will be armed with 16 Trident II D5 missiles, giving it powerful second strike capabilities. Although it will have fewer missile tubes than the older Ohio class, it will still be a formidable force. Number 12. Cyber warfare. The battlefield is no longer just land, sea, or air. It's gone digital. Cyber warfare has opened up a new, unseen front where attacks can target data, disrupt infrastructure, and even interfere with military operations. Cyber attacks can bring down critical systems, steal sensitive information, and wreak havoc, making them a serious threat to national security. To counter this, the US military has strengthened its cyber defenses through the creation of the US Cyber Command, or US Cybercom. This unit oversees all military cyber operations, protecting the country's digital infrastructure while also conducting offensive cyber strikes when needed. US Cybercom's role goes beyond just defense. Offensive cyber operations are aimed at disrupting enemy networks, gathering intelligence, and stopping threats before they can cause damage. Number 13. 3D printing in warfare. 3D printing is revolutionizing modern warfare, bringing new ways to solve problems quickly and efficiently on the battlefield. This technology, which creates three-dimensional objects from digital designs, is providing huge benefits to military operations, especially for the US military. For troops stationed in remote areas or forward operating bases, getting critical parts for equipment can be a huge challenge. That's where 3D printing comes in as a game changer. With 3D printers, soldiers can produce replacement parts for vehicles, aircraft, and other machinery right where they are, cutting down on downtime and avoiding long waits for supply shipments. This means that equipment can stay operational longer, keeping missions on track. But it's not just about replacement parts. 3D printing also allows for quick customization of military gear, like body armor and helmets, so equipment can be tailored to meet specific needs in real time. Number 14. Helios Program. Let's talk about the Helios Program, a cutting-edge initiative led by the US Navy that's all about using lasers for military defense. Helios, which stands for High Energy Laser with Integrated Optical Dazzler and Surveillance, is a super advanced system designed to deal with all sorts of airborne threats, like missiles, aircraft, and drones. But here's the twist. Unlike traditional weapons that fire bullets or missiles, Helios uses solid-state laser technology to stop these dangers right in their tracks. So, why lasers? Well, solid-state lasers are known for being incredibly reliable and delivering a lot of power, making them perfect for defensive operations. With advanced targeting systems, the laser beam can accurately hit its target, whether it's a fast-approaching missile or an enemy drone. What's cool about Helios is that it's a cost-effective solution. It gets rid of the need for expensive, one-time use projectiles, saving a ton of money while offering strong protection. The US Navy stands to gain a lot from this system, giving their ships and ground installations a significant boost in defense. Number 15. Valkyrie XQ-58A, Autonomous AI Drone. Now let's dive into the world of autonomous drones with the Valkyrie XQ-58A, a game changer in modern warfare. Developed under the US Air Force's low-cost attritable strike program, this drone is designed to fly alongside traditional manned aircraft, boosting its capabilities while reducing risks. What makes the Valkyrie special is its advanced artificial intelligence, which lets it fly and operate on its own, without a human directly controlling it. The AI inside the Valkyrie XQ-58A is pretty impressive. It allows the drone to make decisions on the fly, navigating through tricky environments, executing sharp maneuvers, and adapting to different mission needs, all in real time. Whether it's scouting enemy territory, carrying out long-range strikes, or gathering important information, the Valkyrie can handle it all independently. This makes it a valuable tool in both offensive and defensive military actions, and its ability to cover long distances only adds to its strategic value. Number 16. Virginia-class submarine. The Virginia-class submarines are like a new breed in the world of naval warfare. They bring together advanced technology, flexibility, and a smart design to handle the complex challenges of today's combat situations. First introduced in 2004 with the USS Virginia, or SSN 774, these submarines were built to replace the older Los Angeles-class submarines and offer a more adaptable and stealthy option for the US Navy. One of the coolest things about the Virginia class is their modular construction. This means that different parts of the submarine can be updated or swapped out during its service, keeping it on top of technological advancements for many years. These submarines come equipped with the AN/BYG-1 combat control system, which connects advanced sensors and weapon systems to provide excellent awareness of their surroundings. So, they're not just silent predators, but are also capable of handling various missions, from tracking enemy submarines to gathering intelligence. They're versatile enough to carry different kinds of payloads, such as torpedoes, cruise missiles, and even teams of Special Operations Forces. Number 17. Zumwalt-class destroyer. The Zumwalt-class destroyer is a revolutionary addition to the US Navy's fleet, pushing the limits of what's possible in naval design and capability. Developed in response to changing threats in the 1990s, this class of destroyers was designed to operate in a wide range of environments, from shallow coastal waters to the open sea, while tackling various threats. The idea behind the Zumwalt class was straightforward: create a stealthy, powerful warship that could dominate in any naval conflict. The most eye-catching feature of the Zumwalt-class destroyer is its unique design. It has a wave-piercing hull and sides that slope inward, which helps reduce its radar signature, making it appear much smaller on enemy radars. This stealthy design, combined with advanced weapons like the advanced gun systems in RAGS that are made for precise, long-range attacks, gives it a big tactical edge. Even though it's the largest destroyer ever built for the US Navy at 600 feet long and weighing over 15,000 tons, it focuses on being stealthy, agile, and tough to destroy. Number 18. Ground-based strategic deterrent. The Ground-based strategic deterrent, or GBSD, is set to be the next big step in the US nuclear defense system. It's designed to replace the old Minuteman III intercontinental ballistic missiles, ICBMs, which have been in service since the 1970s. But this isn't just about swapping out some old missiles for new ones. The GBSD project aims to modernize the entire land-based missile system, making sure it stays strong against new global threats for the next 50 years. One of the main goals of the GBSD is to make these new missiles more accurate, reliable, and tougher to destroy. The Minuteman III missiles, while they've been updated over the years, were originally built at a time when computers were in their infancy. Their systems aren't built to handle the cyber attacks and advanced missile defenses we see today. The GBSD will have a digital core, which means it can work smoothly with modern command systems and stay protected from cyber threats. Number 19. M1 Abrams tank. The M1 Abrams tank, first introduced in the 1980s, is considered one of the most powerful and flexible tanks in the world. It was developed to replace the older M60 Patton tanks, focusing on three main things: firepower, protection, and speed. The Abrams is armed with a 120mm smoothbore cannon, an upgrade from the original 105mm gun, and can fire a range of munitions, from armor-piercing shells to high-explosive anti-tank rounds. This powerful cannon lets the Abrams hit enemy targets from a long distance, which was a game-changer in the Gulf War when it outmatched Soviet-made T-72 tanks used by Iraqi forces. The tank is protected by advanced composite Chobham armor, later reinforced with depleted uranium, making it incredibly tough against anti-tank weapons. This combination of armor makes the Abrams almost invincible against most standard threats. It also has additional weapons like a 7.62mm machine gun mounted alongside the main gun and a .50 caliber machine gun, giving it even more options in battle. Number 20. Arleigh Burke-class destroyer. Let's talk about the Arleigh Burke-class destroyer. Since the 1990s, these ships have been a key part of the US Navy. Named after Admiral Arleigh Burke, these destroyers were created to handle multiple missions like defending against air attacks, hunting submarines, fighting other ships, and launching strikes on targets. A big part of what makes these ships so effective is the Aegis Combat System. This advanced radar and missile system allows the ship to track and engage many targets at once, whether they are in the air, on the surface, or underwater. The destroyer also comes equipped with a vertical launching system, or VLS, which lets it fire different types of missiles, such as the standard surface-to-air missiles for defense, or Tomahawk cruise missiles for attacking distant targets. Over time, the Arleigh Burke class has been upgraded several times. The latest version, known as Flight 3, has a new ANSPY-6 radar, which is great at detecting and tracking fast-moving threats like drones and hypersonic missiles. Number 21. B-21 Raider. Now let's take a look at the B-21 Raider. This is the latest strategic bomber designed by Northrop Grumman for the US Air Force. It represents a new generation of bombers with long-range strike capabilities. The B-21 is set to replace older bombers like the B-1B Lancer and the B-2 Spirit, and it focuses on stealth and adaptability using the newest technologies. While many details about the B-21 are still secret, we know that it uses advanced stealth technology, like radar-absorbing coatings and electronic warfare tools, which make it nearly invisible to enemy radar. The B-21 is built for long missions, allowing it to strike targets far away without needing a lot of support, like forward bases or frequent refueling. Its range is expected to be greater than that of the B-2, letting it reach deeper into enemy territory. It's also a vital part of the US nuclear triad, providing a nuclear strike option that is hard for enemies to predict or counter. Its ability to launch nuclear attacks from various, unexpected places makes it a key player in maintaining strategic unpredictability. Number 22. RQ-4 Global Hawk. The RQ-4 Global Hawk is a big deal in the world of unmanned aerial vehicles, or drones as most of us know them. It was built to provide top-notch strategic reconnaissance and surveillance. The idea for this drone started with DARPA in the 1990s, when they were looking for a way to do what manned aircraft, like the U-2 spy plane, couldn't. It became especially important during the War on Terror, proving to be incredibly useful in US operations in Afghanistan and Iraq. What makes the RQ-4 stand out are its advanced sensors. It's equipped with synthetic aperture radar, electro-optical infrared sensors, and high-resolution cameras, which allow it to take real-time images and gather information in any weather, day or night. Plus, the Global Hawk can fly all by itself, from takeoff to completing its mission and landing, needing only a little human control. This autonomous feature not only lowers the risk for people, but also makes it super efficient, especially in dangerous situations. The RQ-4 has a range of about 12,300 nautical miles and can stay in the air for over 30 hours, allowing it to cover large areas. It's not just a military asset either. It's been used in humanitarian missions, like after the 2010 Haiti earthquake and the 2011 Fukushima nuclear disaster. Number 23. F-22 Raptor. The F-22 Raptor is considered the top dog in modern aerial combat. Created by Lockheed Martin for the US Air Force, it is often called the most advanced fighter jet in the world, representing a huge leap forward in military aviation. The F-22's development started during the Cold War, when the US was looking for ways to counter advanced Soviet aircraft and surface-to-air missile systems. Its design includes stealth technology to make it almost invisible to radar. The shape of the jet and the materials used to build it help keep it off enemy radar screens. Its internal weapons bays also help maintain its stealth by keeping the armaments hidden. One of the coolest things about the F-22 is its supercruise ability. This means it can fly at supersonic speeds without using afterburners, saving fuel and allowing for longer, high-speed flights. The plane's thrust vectoring nozzles and powerful Pratt & Whitney F-119 engines make it incredibly agile, able to perform maneuvers that other jets simply can't match. Number 24. M27 Infantry Automatic Rifle. Let's dive into the M27 Infantry Automatic Rifle, or M27 IAR for short. This weapon is a game-changer for infantry units, specifically designed to replace the older M249 Squad automatic weapon, also known as the SAW. Built by Heckler & Koch, the M27 brings a new level of accuracy and mobility to the battlefield, completely changing how Marines provide fire support in modern combat situations. The idea behind the M27 came from the US Marine Corps' need for better firepower at the squad level. While the M249 SAW was effective for delivering lots of suppressive fire, it had its drawbacks, mainly its weight and lack of precision. The Marine Corps wanted a weapon that could fire like a machine gun, but still have the accuracy of a rifle. The M27 is chambered for the 5.5645mm NATO cartridge, which is the same ammo used by the M4 and M16 rifles. This makes logistics easier since everyone can share the same ammunition. Even though the M27 is called an automatic rifle, it operates more like an assault rifle. It offers both rapid-fire capabilities and accurate shooting. Its design is based on the reliable Heckler & Koch HK416 platform, known for its dependability. Features like a free-floating barrel and a gas piston system help deliver consistent and precise shots. Number 25. USS Gerald R. Ford. Let's wrap things up with our final topic for today, the USS Gerald R. Ford, also known as CVN-78. This massive aircraft carrier represents the future of naval power and technology, named after the 38th President of the United States. Work on this ship started back in the early 2000s to meet the changing demands of naval warfare and to keep the US Navy ahead of the curve. Construction began on November 14, 2009 at the Newport News Shipbuilding Yard. The USS Gerald R. Ford introduces several groundbreaking technologies. One of the most important is the Electromagnetic Aircraft Launch System, or EMALS. Unlike the old steam catapults, EMALS uses electromagnetic technology to launch aircraft, providing smoother, more efficient takeoffs. The carrier is also equipped with an Advanced Arresting Gear System, or AAG. This system replaces the old steam-powered recovery gear with electric motors and hydraulic technology, making it safer and more reliable when landing aircraft. Additionally, the USS Gerald R. Ford uses advanced automation systems that reduce the number of crew members needed, making the ship more efficient. From cutting-edge camouflage to futuristic weaponry, it's clear that the future of defense is both exciting and unpredictable. But which of these innovations do you think will have the biggest impact on modern warfare? Drop your thoughts and predictions in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the latest in defense tech, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more engaging content. Your support helps us bring you the latest and greatest in military advancements and beyond. Until next time, stay tuned and stay curious.